Chapter 14. After Traveler blasted the car, it instantly turned into dust. Not an explosion. The car just evaporated, aged by 1 billion years, all at once. Jade found herself with a palm full of dust and ash. Her ears rang. "Exterminate!"
What was all that about?
Traveler demanded. Jade walked in a circle, knees shaky, holding her hand to her forehead. She instinctively held a hand away toward Traveler. Her standard stay back gesture.
You're now almost 20. I hope you're happy with yourself.
Where's the fob? The other watch?
Jade tied her hair back. She disappeared into the pillar.
Inside.
Traveler pointed behind him. He stared at his readings.
Which is where you should be. Listen to me when I order you to do something. You should have put down the...
He looked around, silence in the graveyard, except for him. Cornelius poked his head out, stared at the stranger in white.
Shut up.
Jade strode to the antique chrome lectern, pounded her fist on the podium.
Purge, where is the necklace? Please specify.
Echoed Purge overhead.
Don't antagonize me, Purge.
Jade demanded. The marble slab emerged, crackling with blue electricity, and turned into a mirror. Jade peered at herself, saw her reflection, wearing the ancient decorative fob watch as a necklace. She reached in, clutched it, pulled it out. The marble slab retreated into the porcelain and silver console. It closed with a grinding thud, sounding particularly like a tomb being sealed, Jade thought. This watch was in a vault. Cornelius wandered to a nearby chair and curled up. Traveler strode in, pointing his watch at the console. Nothing.
Did you hear what I said?
He shook his wrist. Nothing.
Jade.
He held his watch to his ear, impatiently tore it off and threw it to Cornelius, who caught it and began tinkering.
What is this?
Jade was holding up the antique fob jewelry. Traveler stopped, spread his white coat, and rested his hands on his hips.
Stop. Jade, do you know what just happened to you? Who was that on the phone?
No. You're going to answer my question first for once. What is this watch?
Purge bellowed.
Time Lord, Meta, Matrix, Engram. Bioextract Perpetual Replication Program.
Traveler threw up his hands and walked to the console, slid a lever forward.
I need to know some things.
Jade stated flatly, snapping her fingers. Purge dematerialized. Traveler was startled as he gripped onto the lectern.
How did you...
What the hell is an X8?
A temporal nightmare. A paradox creation. One of the more sinister results of the last great time war. Never mind how. Jade, where are we going?
Purge materialized. Mechanical angels echoed, gave Jade the chills. Jade stepped out into the time stream with the watch. She took a deep breath, felt the electric warmth and never-ending grace of infinity. The impossibly enormous burgundy and azure waterfall of time continued. Galaxies and star clusters moved along, flowing through eternity. The stranger in white stepped out, along with his pet dragon.
Why are these creatures after us? This X8? These wrathful angels?
Jade held up the fob watch.
Is this making it worse? Because that phone call made it seem like you have a secret weapon in here.
Traveler shrugged.
Maybe, Jade.
His eyes were tired, yet sharp, but completely honest.
I don't have all the answers. I wish I did. You want the specifics of what I know? I can tell you that the Weeping Angels are an ancient race of quantum-locked time predators. Somewhere along the line, in the Time War, they became wrathful. A lot of this has to do with the 8th Sargon and his heart. X8 is a badly translated version of the word exterminate.
Jade recoiled at the word, physically felt shaken hearing it.
It is a hybrid of a Dalek and a Cyberman, as if you know what those are.
He finished. He sat down, letting his feet dangle in the time pool.
Thanks again to the 8th Medic and Love Note. And you have absolutely no grasp of anything I'm talking about.
Traveler sighed. Jade plopped down beside him. The stranger in white snapped his fingers, and Cornelius brought him his watch. Fixed.
Finally,
He muttered as he wrapped it neatly around his wrist. Cornelius walked away quietly.
Oh, shut the hell up!
Traveler yelled at the completely silent golden dragon. Jade gripped his forearm, made him stop, pushed his arm down.
Listen, Traveler, that phone call was from me, from the future.
She stopped briefly, then took a breath.
You were dead, dude.
Traveler listened.
It freaked me out. Whatever we have to do.
She looked right into his tired, alien eyes, getting closer, making him uncomfortable for once.
Whatever we have to do to fix that, we're doing it.
Traveler backed up and turned on his watch.
Okay, from the top, let's look at the facts.
All right,
Jade nodded.
do it.
The pair stood. Traveler pointed his device into the purple swirling viewing pool, shot a blast.
The X8.
He narrated as a rust and copper-colored behemoth emerged.
Temporal Warlock created hybrid cyborg. Varying concussive and energy weapon as a left appendage. Heavily armored. Internally powered. Nigh unstoppable. Nearly impervious to supernatural attacks, believe it or not. Capable of interstellar impacts. Vicious. Killing machines.
Traveler finished as the creature disappeared into mist.
This is one of the creatures targeting us. Why? I don't know.
And where did it come from?
Jade asked.
Again,
Traveler sort of shrugged.
thanks to the Eighth Doctor and Valentine. Thanks to the Time War.
Valentine? Eighth Doctor? Who are they?
He smacked his watch.
Time travelers. I've mentioned them once or twice. Remember? The Eighth Healer. Trapped that Time Lord in the land of fiction.
Purge?
Jade pointed at the pillar.
Fix the damn translation matrix.
Oh!
Traveler's eyes widened.
Time is closing in on us, and this isn't good.
What do you mean?
Jade was uncomfortable. The stranger in white was pointing at his temples.
The Eighth Doctor trapped the Time Lord in the land of fiction, and now I have his essence. The effect happened before the cause. Now the X8s and the Wrathful Angels are targeting us. But they aren't targeting us now. They went back too far.
Jade shook her head as she watched him pace nervously. He reached for the fob watch. Jade yanked it back. It was her burden now. It was her responsibility. Traveler peered at her, then sighed heavily, nodded.
Well, I suppose. It's time we meet the medic.
He slapped his watch.
The Doctor.
Jade shrugged.
Fine. Doctor who?